Hey guys, Marco here, welcome to today's video where I want to show you how you can start selling immediately, which is especially useful if you're just a beginner and your budget is quite small, so you don't have this room for testing a lot of different audiences, a lot of different products and ads. What I want to show you today is, no matter if you're in the game for a while now or just starting out, I want to give you the framework to quickly sell products or determine whether you are able to sell them in the first place so that you can then scale them later on, so that you can really get started seeing some immediate profits, some immediate returns, and then you have that validation of your products and you have that motivation to keep going, and then you can really scale your business afterwards. So in order to show you the process, I will just go here to AliExpress and show you the whole thing in a real life example of a real product. So I would have to find some that is suitable for this process and for this whole technique. So let's just go to the best selling section here and come up with one of the products that are listed here. And I have to say that this doesn't work too well with like super visual products where people are not looking for, because what we do here, we will be using Google AdWords and then we combine it with Facebook ads later on if we want, and we really use both platforms to get the most out of them. Instead of just focusing on one and being completely dependent on just one traffic source, we use these both and really get the most out of our business. So for example, it doesn't work too well with these earrings simply because they are highly visual and people are not actively looking for something like that. Of course, you could advertise for terms like earrings, but then you would have to, then you would need a huge selection so that people may end up buying one of those. But of course, it would work for these cables, it would work for these warm fleece, soft shell pants, for this car kit here, for this anti-fatigue compression sleeve, basically for a lot of things. Especially, you have many products where you can't really know which might be the best Facebook audience, and in this case you're really testing and testing and testing a lot of audiences. People spend hundreds of dollars without having a sale simply because they are needing all this time and money to find the right audience for a product where you cannot really tell up front which might be the best audience to target. So let's just go with this universal car kit thing right here because it's a good product. It's a little cheap, so it's, in terms of price, is not the very best, but it's from the product itself, it's a good way to show you the process. So we see here it's a car kit, hands-free, music, audio, receiver, whatever. Let's just move over to Google and check what we can do. So the exact name is Bluetooth car kit, right? So let's just type in Bluetooth car kit. And you see I have the extension keywords everywhere installed, which basically helps me to just enter a keyword and I get the monthly search volume and the estimated cost per click. So in this case, 22,200 monthly searches and 26 cents, right? So what we can do now, what we try to do is we want to have the most relevant, most targeted audience for our product that we can possibly get, even though there might be just a small volume. But we don't care about the volume in the first step. So in the beginning, we just want the validation, we want the super targeted traffic that is into our product, and then later on we can worry about scaling and adding more sales and anything. But in the beginning, it's really about seeing that initial return, seeing that initial sales, validation of our product, of our funnel, and then we can go. So we don't worry about the size of our audience in the beginning, which I think is a very, very good first step. So what we can do now is we take out our calculator, and like I said, 20,200, and of course it means that there are way more people looking for the product than just those 22,000, because there are many variations. You can add terms like buy or online or where to get or something like that to really indicate this clear purchase intent, but even this here is already quite qualified. So people who are looking for Bluetooth car kit most likely also want to buy one of these, right? So we have 22,200. If we divide this by 30, we have the average daily searches of 740, and let's assume we have like a click-through rate, if we write a good ad, of between 4 to like 8%, let's say 5%, which means we end up having 37 clicks to our website. But of course, like I said, with people who are actively looking for this product. And now it's the part where you can really validate what you have, because if you have the super targeted keywords in place, only of people who are actively looking for your product, and you have a great ad that is really describing the product, that is really talking about the product, where you use all the extensions, promotions, site links, and make your ad appear really big, and you have a great funnel, a great website that looks professional, that looks trustworthy, and if you have all these things in place, then you should be able to make sales. And if you aren't, then probably it's the product that is not working well for you. Because if you think about this, this is the most targeted audience you can possibly get for this product, And if this audience isn't working well, then it's probably the product, or it's probably the landing page. You can really eliminate the different things that are not working simply by using this super targeted traffic. If you run a Facebook ad and people are clicking, it still might be that they just want to like take a look at the things, and probably your audience wasn't that good because they're just looking around and they're not really that much interested. They just saw this ad and they thought, okay, this looks funny, let me take a look, and whatever. But here there's some clear purchase intent behind it. And if people still don't want to buy after they reviewed your site, after they expressed interest in this product, then you should probably work on your funnel, on your on a different product or whatever. But it really helps you to get the small volume, like here, 37 clicks. Of course, you can add more keywords so that you get 60, 100, 150, depending on your budget. But it's a great way to start with the most promising audience. And if you are able to make sales, you can broaden your reach. So you can add more keywords, you can get more open with these keywords. So in this case, you use an exact match. Only people who look for Bluetooth car kit should see your ad. And later on, if it works, you can of course make it a broad match, so that also other terms related to this will trigger your ad. But this of course depends on whether you can get profitable or whether you can make sales in the first place with this term. Because if this doesn't work, then something way more general most likely doesn't work either. So in the beginning, it's not that much about seeing a huge ROI or something. It's just about how to get the most, whether you can get sales with the best audience possible. So yeah, I also have a little example. This guy keeps sending me messages. I have an example of one of the students who was applying this technique right here, Connor, and I blurred out the second name, but he said, this is exciting. The search ads are already outperforming my Facebook ads in terms of lower cost per purchases. Now it's time to scale these. And you see here 4.3% click-through rate. The cost per click is actually pretty high, but of course you don't care how high the cost per click is, as long as you have this huge conversion rate. So we see here 32% conversion rate at a cost per conversion of less than $3. And as he said here, the product costs $35, and this doesn't include upsells or whatever. So $35, and he spends less than $3 to acquire a customer, so an ROAS of around 1,100% or something. And here you can really see the potential of this technique. You can really start by finding the most profitable traffic, getting sales, getting profits if you manage to do so. And then later on you can really scale and you can get more people to it, and so on and so forth. But in the beginning it's super helpful to do it like this, because it's not about getting the most volume and the most sales right away. You want to test your product, and later on you can still add keywords, add campaigns and everything. So I really hope that this technique is interesting. I really hope that you like it, that you want to test it, and that you took something of value here today, because this is essentially a great way to get your e-commerce businesses up and running and then later on scale. Of course, you can also use the power of Facebook ads to basically track those people with the pixel, and then you can use them to create new audiences on Facebook, lookalikes and whatever. So this is basically something that can help you in many ways. So if you really want to learn more about this, how to execute every single step and go really in depth, and how to optimize your campaigns from the beginning on, of course this won't even fit in like 10 videos or something. So visit the link if you want to learn more about this technique that actually many people are not using today. AdWords itself is a quite underused traffic source in the e-commerce game. So visit the link if you want to learn more. Also make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you want to learn, if you want to get videos like these on a regular basis. And I really hope that I helped you in some way today. So please subscribe, and yeah, I wish you all the best with your e-commerce business, and see you in the next video.